We'll start back on the chart of accounts here, and that's accounting. Chart of accounts. And this one will look much better. The type of accounts, you have your bank accounts and then your asset accounts. Assets are receivables, any intercompany, and intercompany is a little harder to explain too. Your fixed assets, any prepaid expenses that include insurance. We pay insurance one time a year for the most part. We pay insurance one time a year, and then it just gets expensed for the next 12 months.
We'll explain when we get to recording these what that actually means.
Once we get to expenses, yes, we will. This one we need to fix is a utility deposit with a negative number. Can somebody write that down, please? So I don't have a piece of paper with me. Thank you. This is check income. And that's one of the other things that when we do the balance sheet review, if you see things that assets generally have a debit balance, which is a positive balance. Liabilities have a negative balance, which is credit balance. So when you're reviewing balance sheets and if you see that the sign on this one is a negative and it's an asset, either talk to me, just say, hey, I've got this, I don't know what it is, can we look at it? This is something that I need to go fix. Because we've used up, at some point in time, they sent us more money than what we had in deposits, and it just got posted as a utility, a return of utility deposits, but we posted too much. So we'll fix that. Other assets are your fixed assets, which are your buildings, your land. Those generally do not change. The only thing that will change is depreciation and amortization, and that's not really something you're probably have to deal with either. That'll always stay with me.
Right.
When you get into your liabilities, which is your bank loan, if there is one, not all properties have a bank loan. Your accrued interest, your accrued management fees, which we don't generally use much anymore. We used to do that monthly, but now we pay a current month, so we don't use a lot of these. Accrued property taxes, on the other hand, is an entry that you make every month. We take the property tax from the prior year and divide it out by 12 and expense 1/12 of those every month. So it's got a running balance on it until the end of the year. Then you get into your expenses, or excuse me, your income. And these are all of your income accounts that you'll be using when we do the GPR report, which at the end of the month, we will go through that too. So that's a whole nother report, whole nother entry. These sales and cost of sales and uncategorized income, QuickBooks will not allow me to make inactive. We don't use these accounts, but it won't allow you to make them inactive either, because it is these are defaults. If it doesn't know what to do on your bank, since you have banking linked up, if it doesn't know what to do with an entry, it'll throw it into one of these accounts that don't have a number on it. It's not the right account, but it doesn't know what else to do with it, so, and that's why it won't let you make them inactive, because they're default accounts. The chart of accounts I usually set up before your property opens. Hopefully it always gets set up before your property opens. Here are all your expenses, and you've got categories: utilities, locks for vending. This is the not the Da Vinci locks. These are locks that are going in the vending machines. You have your make-ready turnover costs, your repair and maintenance cost. There's quite a few different categories of those. Landscaping and outdoor, the exterior, marketing and advertising, office and admin, and all of these should be inactive, and I don't know why they are still active. We'll deactivate all of the payroll, so you won't even see it, because there's no payroll associated with each one. And then you have your non-controllable costs, which is your licensing, management fees, insurance, loan interest, renter's insurance expense, and then you have miscellaneous. And for some reason, it doesn't sort quite right. Here's a few other categories that it won't let me inactivate, but we don't use. Anything without any expense or income account without a number, we don't use them. Everybody okay?